My significant other wanted an open relationship with our bridesmaid that SA me on our wedding day. Part 1. My 29 female, significant other, 31 female, were together for 7 years and married for 1. A year after proposing, she got back in touch with her toxic friend, her words, who was coincidentally the first person she slept with. Myself and a mutual friend thought it wasn't going to work out well, but I'd have never imagined it turned into this. There was a lot of messaging, giggling, and compliments about how she's changed. Not long after I paid the deposit for the wedding venue, I picked her up from work. She told me that she wanted an open relationship. That hurt so much. I didn't want one, but she kept asking. I wasn't putting out enough and she wanted to do more sadistic stuff than I was into. In my defense, we were stressed from bereavement and family illness, work, I taught, and she was so messy I felt more like her mother than a wife. Seriously, we couldn't see the carpet in her bedroom and there were dirty dishes in her underwear drawer. I did nearly all of the household chores. She finally said she was worried that she'd grow to resent me if we didn't open the relationship. I posted about this in polyamory about months ago and was informed this is called poly under duress. Things continued uneventfully. I got therapy to help with the stress of this and thought I was making progress. This friend had no interest in my wife. I consoled her and paid for her to go spend more time with her. What a fool. When the friend and her husband visited the house, I spent 12 hours cleaning after roping in my family to help. My mother was still recovering from cancer, but she wanted to help. In thanks, I got a barrage of texts saying I wasn't there for her mother's memorial service and I let her down. She never once asked for me to be there, just generic "I can't do this" comments, which I supported her through. Part of the reason I never went was that while providing care for her mother, I went through her brother's post. It was wrong of me to intrude, but it turns out he wasn't paying his tax. I had been giving money to her to support her family for a long time, but none of them knew who it was from. Her mother thought her father had it. Her father was too ashamed to say he gave $15,000 to his son who blew it on paraphernalia to tell her. My wife was too ashamed to tell him she didn't have enough money, so I gave it to him. I feel so stupid for wasting my money on them. I only hope it made her mother comfortable, as she was very kind to me. Yes, you read the title right. Sorry if it hurt your brain. This friend on the wedding day SA me. I told them that the behavior was unacceptable and to never do it again or I'll remove her from my life. To be fair, she did after a month or so apologize to me, after apologizing to my wife first. At the reception, one of my favorite jazz songs played, "The Way You Look Tonight" Sinatra. I tried to get my wife to dance with me, but she was smiling, giggling, drinking with her. I watched another couple dance to it. That Halloween, while after a friend's party, I got a DM on Twitter from some guy. I was looking for more people to make friends and we really hit it off. We managed to talk back and forth messaging for 8 hours one day. We talked for a few weeks, then started playing video games together. Things got flirty fast. I told my wife about him. She was jealous of me due to how tall and handsome he was, but didn't mind I was talking to him. He's a really sweet guy. I was surprised when I caught feeling for him, since this was the first guy I've ever been attracted to. He's honestly in my head all the time. This is called new relationship energy. I was still in therapy and learned how to hinge or manage both relationships and ensure I was making time for my wife. Daily quality time, trips, acts of service like tucking her into bed every night, and massages. It wasn't too hard because he and I live on different continents, so after she went to bed I could talk to him. I didn't get much sleep, but talking to him made me so happy.